Hello guys, today I have a game for you in my Tier 9 German premium battleship, the Pommern. Now as you can clearly tell, this is an old video because I still am in a clan. At this point right now, I'm going clanless. I have no plans to join a clan. I am not actively looking for a clan. So, if you see me in battle and shoot me in a clan invite and I ignore it, just don't take it as I'm ignoring you. I'm ignoring everybody right now. Now, as you can see by the title, is this thing better than the Friedrich D. Grosser? In my opinion, no. Is it worse than the Friedrich D. Grosser? No. They're two different ships. While they may have similar playstyles, they still are two different ships. This ship has, I believe, 15-inch guns, which is what, the 357s? I don't know metric very well. I do know that these shells will not go through the nose of Tier 9, Tier 10, or even some Tier 8 cruisers. The Friedrich D. Grosser, or FDG, gets 406s, which is 16-inch, or the 420s, which, fuck converting that, because I can't. Now, they have very similar playstyles. The other difference is the Friedrich is a 4x2. It has 4 turrets, 2 barrels per turret, to where this is a 4x3 setup, i.e. 4 turrets, 3 barrels per turret. So you can get some more shells downrange and have dispersion help you. The Germans are not known for long-range accuracy. These are close-range brawling ships. You start doing better if you're not a good brawler when you're more mid-range, i.e. like 15 or so kilometers. And I'm about to contradict everything I literally just said with the shot on the Neptune. Neptune's got, let's just say 45,000 damage. Somebody clearly hit the guy first, because as we wait for the shells to come in, ding,
enemy cruiser
2 citadels, death strike, 29,000. He did more than half of his HP at long range. There's the contradiction. I do love playing my German ships way more. My Grosser Kurfürst is perhaps one of my favorite battleships, along with the Montana. The Burgoyne I'm slowly falling in love with, but that's for different reasons. I've never been a fan of Conqueror, Republic, or Yamato. While I do play those and I do well, I just don't play them as much as I play the other 2 battleships. I will usually take a German battleship out first, and then an American, unless it's like the Massachusetts. But I failed to see the Fletcher till it's too late. He disappeared, my gun's turning, he disappears again. Now, I'm in a pickle here. I need to turn out. Here comes torpedoes. I think those are 10.5 kilometer torpedoes, and the guy is definitely spotted within that. I make a mistake here in slowing down. I should have stayed full speed, run into the island to stop me faster instead of the slow, painful, I'm going to beach thing. I should have just ran into the island to get the abrupt stop to start my reversing. I wasn't going to push out in front of these guys. The island is protecting me from the Azuma, and at the time the Alaska, was it? But it was protecting me from 2 ships. The Friedrich has shots on me. The Russian battleship that I can't pronounce doesn't have shots on me anymore, and the Fletcher is the other one shooting. now that I reverse far enough, really the only thing that can hit me is the Frederick D. Grosser all the way up on the D line and the Fletcher down here. But I can see there are 3 people targeting me. So I don't know what else could potentially be targeting me. As you can see, shots were coming in from that Frederick up on top. Yay, thank you, Windows don't care. Now, unfortunate for these guys, the Soyev is going to make a mistake. He is pushing into a limited access area, i.e. he doesn't have a lot of options on where he can go. Not a big fan of reversing, but sometimes you just have to do it. I'm pulling forward, and I'm going to drop my torps. Unlike a destroyer, I will drop these torps and immediately switch to my guns. I'm using my torpedoes to either A, just whack him because he's not going to do anything, or B, to get him to turn away from me. Or 16K doesn't even try to dodge these torps. There's, I don't know how much. The guy just lost 3/4 of his health as he's about to get the double teamed of the DD. Now, if that guy had 2 other battleships or another battleship and a bunch of cruisers, what the guy is doing is, in essence, sacrificing himself to get his team to push through. Unfortunately for him, the Frederick was in no position to push through, and the Azuma is pushing into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships down here. A DD, a Buffalo, another battleship, a Frederick, and myself, and he's definitely clear within my range. He's not my secondary range. He's not going to go dark anytime soon. The Kitakazi can easily do what the Kitty is doing in the facts of just sitting in smoke. Now, here is a double-edged sword. I should have shot HE at the guy, but at the same time, he already had a fire on the superstructure, so I wouldn't have gotten a fire. But still, I'm a little bit too stubborn in my ways in battleship shoot AP, but I should have had HE loaded the next go-around in case the guy didn't die. I'm still a big proponent you keep the AP loaded until you need to use the HE. This Frederick is showing me enough sights where I can still do some good chunky damage to him while he's at range, but he's still angled up enough to where, you know what, slinging the HE wouldn't have been that bad of an idea because of several reasons. One, he's German. Germans eat HE like it's going out of style. There's a Jutland chasing him and a Fletcher that is extremely low health. But if I get the fire on him, that's more damage to him. While he may be able to recover all fire damage, he's not going to recover the damage from the HE shell itself doing damage. I am really relocating to the 8-9 line to try to shore up that side. My thought process here being, there's a Jutland, there's a Kitakazi, there's an Russian battleship. They should easily be able to handle a Frederick and a low health Fletcher as the Youtbue decides to make his presence known. Now, I'm sure that guy's going back to try to get the Jutland off of the Frederick instead of trying to support, which at the time looked like their winning side, which is why I'm falling back. I got 1 overpen. I'm still a big believer in AP on destroyers, even though HE might have been the better choice there. I prefer guaranteed damage. AP on a DD is guaranteed damage to me. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes when you hit it with the HE, all you get is incapacitations, especially at range. If range just connecting is enough to satisfy my needs, and it shouldn't be. Now, the Regon never going to go through its nose. But once again, this is a situation where I should have had HE loaded if I was going to continue to fight that guy. What I was hoping for, or trying to see what was going to play out, was that Georgia was going to come out or be broadside to me. Let me shoot him, let me shoot the Riga and get some damage on him while I get into a kiting position to see what the Georgia's going to do. I'm not going to have HE loaded just to have HE loaded. I'm going to stick with what potentially could give me the biggest bang for my buck, and then switch to the correct ammo choice. The Georgia comes out full broadside, the best bang for my buck is AP, but I won't be afraid to shoot HE. In a battleship, you have plenty of time to look for your targets for the ammo that you have loaded. But see, now I don't know where the Buffalo is. They have one DD, a very low health Fletcher. There's the Buffalo. The Georgia didn't, come through, so I got set up in a kiting position for no reason. So it's time to turn and take the fight to them. But of course, ever being aware of the minimap, I know there's a battleship that is passing in front of me. I'm gonna wait for him to kind of get in front of me before I started making my turn. When you play these ships enough, you can tell on the map when you need to start making a turn and start hitting the gas to where you're not going to avoid the people. That just comes with time. Time will do that for you. Once again, there's 3 targets who are bow in, stern in to me. HE would have been the better choice, but we don't know where the Buffalo is. Wait until I see the Buffalo to decide what I'm going to do. Shoot my shells, and then load what would be the correct ammo type. Because I kept the AP loaded, there's a broadside Buffalo, and we know that's not going to end well. I fire my rear turrets at a split second of the bonus accuracy. There's another double Citadel. Now, I still have AP loaded. Why's that? If the correct ammo choice against the bow-end ship or stern-end ship would be HE, why not the AP? I will shoot my AP at this Georgia who is angled and running away because I want my AP loaded for when I make my push up against the Riga. The Georgia's low enough health to where even those dirty overpens are going to be enough just to kill him. There was really no need to switch to HE for that shot, as my Nurembergs bring home the Confederate medal. But see, because I kept the AP loaded, I don't have to worry about having HE loaded. It's not to say not using your HE is a bad idea. It's just when you have AP, you need to select your targets. You need to pay attention.
We've destroyed an
enemy
cruiser.
That's game, guys. 900. They got 3 ships all running away. I'm not going to pull off any other shots. I got the AP loaded because I'm looking at the situation of there's a Frederick broadside and a Frederick running away. Biggest bang for my buck is going to be AP. Like I said, I'm really not going to get into debate on what's better, Frederick or this ship. I think they're both good ships. They both have strengths, and they both have weaknesses. Now, unfortunately, the enemy has no chance. I'm not getting another shot, so now we are going to go check out the post-battle results. Now, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do hope you take something away from this video. I do hope you learned something from this. Please remember to compliment. Good teamwork, good team play. We're quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and have yourselves one heck of a great day.